Hello, YouTube. Good evening, and good evening, Bond fans. Um, I wanted to do a quick video because I was thinking about this all day if I should do a video or not do a video. First and foremost, the unboxing will be done Thursday because classic ADHD. I waited till today to pre-order the game. I did the pre-order with GameStop, but I'm still going to do that because I feel like I still like the idea of just going to the store and getting the game physically. But I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the calm before the storm kind of thing. Tomorrow is the big day, and I have a few thoughts because, again, I'm doing the weigh-in tomorrow. I'm doing a few different videos in the upcoming weeks that I'm going to be uploading to the channel, all about First Light, reviews, discussions, blah, 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 blah. But since it's my channel, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about where I came from as a gamer as well, because I feel like I saw someone else do this, and I thought to myself, I might want to discuss that as well, because first and foremost, I'm not a huge hardcore gamer by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, I've played lots of different games, including, Grand Theft Auto and Assassin's Creed and Splinter Cell and whatnot. I like video games. It's something I enjoy doing. But let's talk about Bond in games for a split second. So I started with GoldenEye, and sorry, Pete, that's kind of what brought me into Bond. And then I started watching the films and whatnot. I got The World's Not Enough a few years later. Played that, loved that. And I'm one of the few people who thinks The World's Not Enough is better than GoldenEye. We'll get to the PS1 games in a second. I played the hell out of Agent Under Fire because I went from N64 to PlayStation 2, and I started to play the hell out of, Agent Under Fire, Nightfire, Everything or Nothing. Love those games. GoldenEye Rogue Agent I didn't love. I beat, but I never really enjoyed. And then I played For March with Love, which I really enjoyed. Then I got an Xbox 360, and the last game I played on the PS2 was the Quantum of Solace. Because there's two Quantum of Solaces, and the PS2 Quantum of Solace I actually really enjoyed, but I loved the 2008 Quantum of Solace. Then, of course, Bloodstone and GoldenEye. I got a Wii for the GoldenEye, and that's the only reason why I got the Wii was for GoldenEye. I played it and beat it and loved it, and then I played Wii Sports a little bit on it, and then that kind of just fell by the wayside. And then, like I said, went in 2011 when GoldenEye Reloaded came out, played that, loved Bloodstone. I felt Bloodstone should have had a better story, but I really enjoyed the play style, and it was a fun game. Played Legends, didn't like Legends, was pissed off that Legends killed the gaming franchise entirely. And then I went into a period between 007 Legends and, of course, First Light, where there was no new Bond game, so I started to kind of look back. I started to play on emulators, things like James Bond: The Duel, which, to me, I have seen a few reviews about James Bond: The Duel, and I'm going to say this. To me, James Bond: The Duel is very similar to Batman Begins, the game, in the sense that it walks so GoldenEye could run. Because again, James Bond: The Duel has similarities to GoldenEye. The skeleton's there. Rare did a lot to fill in that skeleton and give us the game that we got, but the idea of mission objectives, the idea of multiple routes, etc., a lot of that is in James Bond: The Duel. I played some of James Bond for the Game Boy, which I enjoyed. I played PlayStation 1 version of Tomorrow Never Dies, which everything except for that stupid Saigon level was fun, where you play as Wei Lin. Ugh. And then the World's Not Enough, which I really enjoyed on PS1. I prefer the N64 version, but I wish there was a way we could combine the PS1 and the N64 version, because there's things that I love about both, but not things I hate about both in a somewhat strange way. But, and then, like I said, when GoldenEye came back on for Xbox Live, I played that, had a fun time with that. Cypher 007 for the Apple, really enjoyed that. And that kind of brings us to First Light, a game that has. Now, I don't know the numbers. I did a little bit of a workout. My foot's still killing me, but it is a game that has changed a lot of my perspectives on things. And like I said, I've been saying Game of the Year since you can go back in my channel. It's not a secret. I'm not changing or editing anything. I said Game of the Year June 2025. We are now the pre-order has already come out and everyone's been playing the pre-order version and they're streaming, and I've basically I watched a little bit of YouTube. I watched Kelvin's review of the game, and that's it. I'm trying to stay spoiler free. Kelvin said that he's spoiler free. I started to watch G-Man's, and then he started talking a few spoilers and stuff, and I'm like, out, nope. I do not want to know anything about this game. I want the story to unfold. I want to see what IO Interactive has for me, and it's in a weird way. I feel like this is Christmas Eve because first and foremost, I am in a better shape in my life, largely due to people like David Zaritsky, who created the idea of a Bond fitness challenge and put that in my brain. And then, IO Interactive giving us this sort of last Eon Productions sort of thing. And again, I've said on the channel that I'm hoping that Amazon knocks it out of the park, but I'm very nervous about them. I'm very nervous about the new producers, etc. I feel they should have left well enough alone and just let Babs do what Babs does. Miss Broccoli. I don't know. I think her friends call her Babs. Maybe they just call her Barbara. I don't know. But anyways, point of the story is that I will say, because I was watching an interview with The Flight. They're the people who do the music for First Light, and they said, yeah, we were brought on by Eon Productions. We met with Barbara and Michael, and every aspect of the game had to be approved by the two of them. Until Amazon MGM came into play, and then it was a whole new ball game. And they basically said it's fine, just do what you guys were doing and whatnot. And I thought to myself, that is kind of cool because this is the final one. Patrick Gibson's the last actor casted by Eon Productions. I do hope Barbara gets some sort of mention in the credits. I don't know if she will or not. I hope she does. I hope Michael gets a mention in the credits, to be honest, like a special thank you, because they were the ones who helped craft this, and this has been going on for 7 years. That was the big thing to take away from the First Light premiere, was that this has been 7 years. 7 years. And by the way, I'm sorry, this is the long one. I do see that's now 7 minutes and 45 seconds. This has been 7 years in the making. I found out about it in 2020, in the fall. And this was one of those games that I thought was never going to come out because, other games that were announced around the same time, like Gotham Knights and whatnot, came, went. Indiana Jones came, went. First Light, nothing until June. And I will never forget that day because that was the day that I was like, okay, I need to change some things about my life because I need to... I'm pushing a 38. I'm now size 34. I am always going into the same bad habits of ice cream. Stress, go back to food. And I am not that person anymore. And I am very thankful as I go into this next chapter. And of course, tomorrow, Thursday's King Zero Challenge and the excitement for that. And of course, again, even though I have a very, very tiny percentage of the Bond influence community, yes, like David Zaritsky, like Kelvin Dyson, like the Bond's Apartment, like Joe Darlington, like all of them, you will be seeing me do tons of First Light discussion, tons of First Light review stuff, possibly going level by level. I don't know. I got to see how the levels are, how long they are, how much I could talk about each level. But I'm thinking about doing like a level by level breakdown. But yeah, this is it. Tomorrow's the day. And for all of us who have been waiting 14 years, and for me, and I will make this very quick, and then this is going to be the longest video on my channel. The one thing I want to end off on is I remember I used to work at a place, I'm not going to name the name, it's one of the nonprofits. There's another IT guy there, big gamer, huge gamer. He'd always laugh at me. Why do you play those Bond games? They suck. That's what he would say. He would always, and I said, "How I get enjoyment out of them? Why don't pick on me? I'm not getting enjoyment out of them." Always used to laugh, and now I wish I could talk to him one more time because I lost his contact info years ago. God knows what he's doing. I don't, but I wish I was still talking to him so I could be like, "What do you think about now?" Because this is all the reviews are coming out 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Everyone is saying game of the year now. Everyone has come on board to what I've been saying for about a year now. Everyone is saying this is Batman Arkham for Bond. Everyone is saying the same thing. This is there is no question in my mind this is game of the year. Anyways, that's what I wanted to say. I believe in you. I hope you believe in me. And hope you enjoyed this very long video about my history with Bond gaming and whatnot as we get into the beginning of tomorrow, basically, because I'm going to try and sleep, and then that's it. As soon as 10 o'clock hits, GameStop opens, I go to the game store. I'm picking up the game. I'm going to go to the gym first, get my First Life Fitness Challenge finished up, pick up the game, pop it in, wait the 2 hours that I need to do for the upgrade, and then about 12 o'clock tomorrow, I will be playing the Bond game. Pretty exciting stuff. Anyways, I believe in you. Hope you believe in me. Have yourself a wonderful day. Bye.